Hi there, thanks for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Catherine. I live up in Canada and I make journals out of old books and I transform them into fun journals filled with things that I find at thrift stores and yard sales and church sales and rummage sales and or else they've been sent to me in happy mail or gifted to me. And it's just a whole lot of fun making junk journals that are actually made out of junk. Everything, paper, laces, ribbons, not the glue. And there are a few little things that I can't find them at thrift stores. Little bulldog clips and that. I've yet to find bulldog clips at thrift stores, washi tape. If they are at thrift stores, they're so old that they're dried out and not usable. But I'd say 95% of everything else has been belonged to someone else at some point. Anyhow, that said, you know what? I had a fun weekend. I hope you did too. I did get up to the Kirby book sale. And I had company. And darn it, if we didn't forget to take our usual selfie, because, let me come down a little closer, because Nancy and Alice came along and we had fun. Oh, it was a girls' day and it was great. And I returned 2 full boxes of books. I taped those books shut, oh my goodness, probably in February. And so many times I was tempted to cut them open and just take one last look just to make sure, maybe I don't want, and no, I was strong. So I redonated them to share the love. And, but I did, hold on, let me put this away. I did get 2 books. So I guess in a way, well, I was hoping for a no buy, low buy year. So I guess I've officially made it a low buy year because I bought 2 books. But only one of them is for junk journaling. The other one is for me to read. So I got this little sweetie pie. Isn't that sweet? The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. Oh, these were free, so they don't count. These were postcards that they had in a bowl. And it was very cute. It said free bookmarks. So I must admit I helped myself to 3 of them. They're very pretty. This one's Canadian, but these 2 are Exeter in Devon. Exeter, Devon, and it's a hotel. The White Hart Hotel. So I just thought they'd be great either to tuck in for journaling on the back or make great pockets or something fun like that. So I grabbed those. This doesn't have a year in it, but look how yummy the color of this paper is. I'm not sure if it's cracky or not. I have a feeling. It's cracky. Let's try it in the other direction. You know what? That's not too bad. Has this been glued in? I don't think that's been sewn in. I don't think those signatures have been sewn in. Now it's going to drive me crazy. Especially when I look here when I open it up and I look in there, usually you can lift up when it's been sewn in. I think that's been glued in. So that will make putting folios in when I remake it a little difficult, but not impossible, because we can put a new fold into it. Anyhow, I just thought it was pretty. I love these end papers. Most likely I will save those end papers. The cover lends itself to, you know, put some kind of beautiful old master in here, or a book plate right up there. I don't know. And it's a nice little size. It would be a very cute little Christmas journal. I'm looking for a ruler so you can see. Not very big. It is 4 inches by a little bit more than 6.5, 6 5/8, and it is 3/4 of an inch spine width. So that's just a nice little book. That's kind of nice for Christmas. Sometimes people just want a journal just to write every day for the month of, you know, December or the Christmas season, the holiday season. So that will be cute. George Eliot was awesome because George Eliot was a woman. What was her name? Marianne? It says in here somewhere. Marianne Evans. Born in 1819. But that, of course, was back when they didn't take women's writing seriously, or serious women's writing seriously. Women were, you know, could write for women's magazines and I guess homemaking and things like that. Or, well, I'm not going to go into that. We all know that. Very patriarchal back then. The other book that I got was just for me to read. I have been reading more and more. I'm finally back to making use of our town library, and here's how bad I am. Our library cards need to be renewed every 5 years. And I had just got my last new card because I used to take my mom once a week. And I got my last new card, and I don't think I even used it. And then when I went online to reserve some books, it wouldn't let me. And so fortunately it's close by. I popped over and said, my library card's not working. And she said, oh, you need to renew it every 5 years. And got it renewed and got myself some books. And but I saw this one there, and it's my kind of book. Lately I just like fun, easy reading. And this one sounds like it's going to be 1936 West Yorkshire. George Street houses a gleaming, brand new telephone exchange where a group of capable girls work the complicated electrical switchboards. Among them are Cynthia, Norma, and Millicent. So I'm looking forward to that. So I got those 2 things, and then we hit, there's a big antique mall kind of thing in Orono, and then there's a tiny little antique shop, and I always do better at the tiny little antique shop. I find the big one, although it's beautiful to wander around, the prices are through the roof. And the little store, I just usually do better. I actually find what I'm looking for, and it's always a much better price. No, hold on. Hey, that's enough. sorry, you know who was into things. I found this. Is that awesome? That's going to be great on the cover of a book. Let's pretend that that's the cover of the book. Won't that look great? I'm going to see, I'd like to be able to straighten it out a little bit, but I'm worried I don't want to snap that metal either. We'll see. I can still attach it to a book cover even if it's all kind of rumpled. That's still doable with brads, or if I use wires and make it look kind of cool. Let's come down a bit so you can see it better. There. Oh, I've got blue fingernails. Did you notice? I never wear nail polish, but I do like fun colors on my toes. There's a reason for the blue nail polish. I like fun colors on my toes. Not unusual for me to have green or turquoise or on my toes, but not on my fingers. I saw this blue at the drugstore, and so I got it. It was on sale, and I got home and I thought, let's see what this is going to look like, because my toes, I had just done them, and I wasn't about to change the polish on my toes. I was going to wait, but I still was eager to see what this blue looked like, and before I knew it, all my fingers were done. So I've got blue fingernails. Anyhow, this is going to be fun. I think it would also look nice on the side of a book, as the handle could be like a pull. So again, hence the, I guess I ruined my no buy, and I am now into low buy. But I still think, you know what, I've made it to July, and this is all I've bought for junk journaling. I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I'm getting messages on my phone. Hold on, it could be my sweetie pie. Spam. I don't even remember where I was at. Anyhow, it was worth breaking my no buy rule to get that. And then, of course, Nancy came bearing gifts, and Alice came bearing gifts. Nancy brought some of this trim. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So I'm looking forward to using that along the edge of something. I love how thin it is. It's not too bulky. And I really love this card. I would have liked to have had that whole deck. It's from a tarot deck. It's the Six of Rods, or wands, depending on what you call them in the deck you have. That's just really, really pretty. And then nobody does their laces nicer than Nancy. Let me tell you, she cleans them up and gives them some TLC and presses them. Isn't that pretty? Hand crocheted lace. So I'll be using that in a book at some point. And in return, I gave her a bag of avocado skins and avocado pits. I'd say that's a good deal, right? Pardon me. I have a tickle in my throat. I'm going to get a sip of water. Yep, so Nancy got avocado skins and pits to make her gorgeous pink lace papers. And she usually saves a few for me. So that's a good deal. And then Alice came bearing gifts. Hold on, let me grab it. She brought beautiful papers. Alice finds the most beautiful papers. And then in this little glassine envelope was some little, it looks like these were in baking soda, Cow brand baking soda. Anyhow, I already found the robin. And then there's just so many cute little, look at the nuthatch. Nuthatches are so cute because they eat upside down. They like, that's literally how they'll cling to a tree, upside down. I was trying to hold it like this. Yeah, it doesn't help, Catherine. They eat upside down on trees, digging for little bugs and things in the crevices of the bark. Aren't these beautiful? Cute little birds. I might look at that Eastern Phoebe. I really like the name of it. I might have to put Phoebe into the All Sorts book. And I like this, so I'm going to save that. That's for me. That's going in my journal. Where is my journal? Let me grab it. Come on, you. Come down here. There's mine. That's I've been working on for now. I wonder if I've got a little tuck spot there. There we go. So somebody sent me Happy Mail and sent Kirby a treat in the Happy Mail. My sweetie was on the phone. He's on his way home from work. All right, let's put this away. And then let's put Phoebe in here. Where should we put Phoebe? I know I've got some tuck spots. Let's put Phoebe. Phoebe's going right there on that page. She looks lovely. Looks like she's got a tasty bug there. So that's good. Look how cute these playing cards are. Round ones. Imagine trying to, I don't know if I could play cards with round cards. That's too much for my eyes and my brain to take in. But they sure are cute. And they make a cute pocket. Oh, they match my, they almost match my fingernails. And then these, look at this. Is that beautiful? I love this one with the royal blue and the gold. And that, oh, so pretty. And then these grass papers. I think they're grass papers, right? So pretty. I love the little flecks in it. And so it makes it interesting, but it's still blank enough to be a plain page in a journal. And I can make that. That's a nice size to make a folio. And these are a nice size to make end papers. Oh, these are going to be very, very nice to use for when, in September, when I start getting back to my junk journals. All right, let's put these aside. So yeah, we had fun. We went to the Kirby Church book sale, which was so nice. I like going in there and just that first smell. Old books. Oh, it's just the best. And then just a couple of little antiques places, and then we went out for lunch, and we had a great lunch, and just talked and talked and talked and talked. Oh, I almost forgot. Alice brought Portuguese custard tarts. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Dan is on warning that I covet the tarts, I must say. We do not have a Portuguese bakery close to us. And so when Alice brings those tarts, oh, so good. So good. I want to do, let me see how much time I've got. I'm going to have to move my camera in the holder because I can't see what time I'm at. Oh, we've got time. All right. Hold on. Let's get this. We need to come back. And then I felt like since I haven't, this year's journals, I haven't been making tune in as bookmarks Two Nana's bookmarks take me quite a while to make because I like them to be nice and sturdy. I like them to look professionally made, and I just decided that at least for this year that I was going to hold off on making Two Nana's bookmarks. But then I thought, you know what, this this journal, it just seems to need a little Catherine in it. So there she is. I know that most of my little Catherine photos that I use, it always looks like I have a little short pixie cut. And I certainly did have times as a little girl when I had a pixie cut. I had all kinds of haircuts when I was growing up. My hair grew fast, and it was very, very thick. So I was always more than happy when my mom would say, do you feel like a haircut? You want to come with me to the salon? Because my mom was one of those moms in the 60s. She went to the hair salon every week. She had a standing appointment to go and get a wash and set. And I never minded getting my hair cut, something new. And of course I gave myself my first pixie cut. I did that in Sunday school one week. Poor Mrs. Gaisley, my mother went to pick me up from the nursery, and she said, Jerry, I'm so sorry. Catherine, I don't know whether she tried to scratch her head. The best they can figure is I used the scissors to scratch my head and cut the entire side of my hair off. And apparently my hair was all the way down my back. It was very, very long and it had been growing since I was a baby, because apparently I was about 3 years old enough to be using children's scissors, but the scissors were sharp enough that they cut my hair. Anyhow, so most of the pictures of me as a little girl, it looks like I have short hair, but quite often in these pictures, I've got my hair in a ponytail at the back, because like I said, my hair was and still is extremely thick and heavy, and it was usually up in a ponytail in the back, or else two out the sides. Seldom braids. Braids were so thick too, so we'll never know. Oh boy, if I don't get this right, my whole foot's gonna go missing. There we go. All right, she's cute. I wanna stick her in the Book of Life. Hold on. Okay. Let's just make her a little bit not so black and white. Where is Twigs? Good. I like when there's a slight brownish tinge. Then I need to figure out where she's gonna go. Oh, you know what? I don't think I shared my most recent happy news. And since you guys have been around for this whole ride of me, and since my diagnosis with primary biliary cholangitis, if you're new here, it's an autoimmune liver disease. It's very rare, and it's not curable. But for most patients, and most of them are women, it seems to be one of those diseases that is primarily female. It can be quite well controlled, and when you find the right combination of drugs, you can control it in a way that you can control diabetes, again, not always, but diabetes can be quite well controlled. And or else, like I have a friend who's got a rare, unusual kind of leukemia, and her leukemia is quite controllable. And her doctors have assured her that most likely she will die of old age from something else. And apparently that's what PBC can also possibly be for older women. For young women, it's devastating. Or else for the women that don't find the right cocktail of medications, it can be deadly. And my hepatologist, my liver specialist, was having a terrible time trying to find the right combination of drugs. Usually there's one drug called ursidil that works for almost all patients. And for me, it didn't work. So then they introduced another drug into it. They still kept me on the urso and added in another one, a really expensive one, thank goodness. My benefits and the government benefits kicked in, and for me they're free. But otherwise they'd be $4,000 a bottle per month. Oh, yikes. And that brought my numbers down a tiny little bit, but not enough to do what was needed to do to keep my liver from being damaged, continued to be damaged. It's already damaged. Anyhow, he said, all right, let's try this version last time I saw him. And he added in, of all things, a medication that's usually to control for people who have high cholesterol. And I actually, of all the things wrong in my blood, cholesterol is not one of them. My cholesterol is fine. And see, I like that. I don't want to put her on top of that. But I could put her, if I opened her up, I could put her in there, sort of saying, oh, hi. But I want to be able to journal on there. Let me get some paper, and then I'll finish my story. Usually it's for cholesterol. I got to remember that. Okay, hold on. Anyhow, so he said, we're going to add this to it and see how it works, this cholesterol medication, even though my cholesterol is fine. Oh, there goes my phone again. I wonder if I'm ever going to get through this story. Okay, I am going to get this done. Now, do I want... No. I really like this one with the holes. I like this. Let's make it a little bit thinner, and we'll ink it a little bit. Anyhow, so back to the cholesterol medication. It worked, and I was starting to get a little panicky. He wasn't yet. My hepatologist, he said, no, we've got lots of options still. But I mean, in Canada, actually anywhere around the world, there's really only there's less than 10 medications that have been approved through the testing and proven safe to use that will work to fight or control PBC. And so I must admit, I think in Canada there's only 6 on the approved list. There's a couple of new ones out, but they haven't been approved yet by our drug administration. So but it oh my goodness, I got my blood work done, and then we can get our lab results online. And so I sucked it up and thought, I need to know. I get my blood work done the week before I go to see my hepatologist, and I thought, I'm looking now. I need to know. And sure enough, if it wasn't What they're looking for is the ALP, for any of you who know how to read blood work. I'm slowly learning it out of necessity. What they're looking for me is my ALP has been through the roof, and they need to get it down. Amino alphatase, anyhow, doesn't matter. ALP, and this combination of 3 drugs brought it down to 94. 94! Oh, I was so happy. Oh, I wonder if I... Let's do this. I've got my whale tail tab here. No, don't. So that's the good news. They usually want your ALP, I think it's between 60 and 120. I don't remember precisely, but mine was 94. So, woohoo! I'll take 94. Right smack dab in the middle of normal. And now we just work on keeping it there. So that is lovely. There we go. So that is going to be adorable. Let's get out this. What am I at? 31 minutes. All right. There we go. So that's the good news for those of you who have been following along with my PBC and what's been going on with it. Okay, that's way too much. The hunky glue. I guess I shouldn't be so vigorous. That's always my problem. Look at this mess. Look at that mess. Ugh. Catherine, and if I don't do this right now, that will end up being a mucky mess. There, that's better. All right. Let's do this. So that's good news. And thank you to everyone who has been following along on that episode of my journey here on Earth. And thank goodness for our universal health care. So little Catherine is going to hide in there and then come out and say hello to this fella back here. And I'll do it off camera, but I've got I always keep a few pages of the different labels that I like for when I put a book plate on journals. And I'm going to put All Sorts Commonplace. I want a smaller font, and I'm going to put All Sorts Commonplace in here, I think. Because it is I may make a new one that just says All Sorts Journal. I used Commonplace because a lot of people don't know what an All Sorts book is. Anyhow, that's the plan, Stan. So thanks for joining me today. I was all over the place. Hopefully you kept up. I managed to fussy cut and glue one thing and glue down 2 things. And show some Happy Mail and some book sale things. So I think we did okay. I think the next time we get together, my room is so nice and tidy now. I think we'll do a little room tour, and then I'm going to get started on trying to get back into doing daily sketchings and playing with my new markers and playing with watercolors. And like I said, if you want to stick around for that for the summertime, I think I'll still make some videos doing that. And if not, I certainly don't blame you. If you're just a junk journal YouTuber, then no problems. Check back in September and I will be back at it, because I do love making junk journals. I just need a little bit of a break, and I feel I'm really craving having some fun with all this new stuff I've got. All right. Oh, I should leave that out. All right. I'm off. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. And I hope you're safe and healthy, and that your loved ones are safe and healthy and emotionally healthy during these turbulent times all over the world right now. You're all in my thoughts. Say hi down below. I'll say hi back at you. Take care.